Good evening, humans. Tyrannosaurus Moth here, and tonight we're taking a look at the Power Rangers Lightning Collection Dino Thunder Blue Ranger. Dino Thunder is probably my favorite Power Ranger season. I think there's still a couple I need to watch through, but Dino Thunder, before they all left Netflix, that was the one I had to make sure I watched the whole way through, and I was very pleased with it. A lot of great characters in it. I like the story arc and all of that. Not only that, but Dino Thunder Red was in my runners-up for last year, and that's only because I already had 2 Power Rangers Lightning Collection figures on there. And this one's a lot of the same great stuff. So without further ado, let's get into it. Let's do this. So we'll kick things off with aesthetics as we always do, and for the most part, it is the same as Dino Thunder Red, as to be expected. However, with the inconsistencies that have kind of, plagued the Lightning Collection, there's some inconsistencies with some of the paint apps and things like that. So we'll just quickly go over that here. All the major beats are there. The only missing paint here really is the back of the gloves. They're not colored in white. They were on Dino Thunder Red, which I have right here. So you can see backs of the gloves are painted. So I'm going to go back in later on blue and get those painted in. Beyond that, you're still getting the two-tone on the belt, so the silver and the gold. You get the gold bands everywhere. The symbol is nice and neat, actually really well done on both of them. Very happy with that. Helmet, super clean. There happened to be a few in the store, so I was able to actually make sure just everything was lined up on mine. And I think these are 2 or 3 per case, so the Dino Thunder Blue should be pretty easy to find out there. And lastly, the last major point I have to bring up about the aesthetics is the neck. And I only realized this because I watched D Amazing's review, and he pointed it out, and now I kind of wish they would redo Dino Thunder Red, because the neck is just a little bit longer here, because I guess this wave, a lot of the figures, they've extended the neck, and so you got a lot more clearance for the head, which is awesome. And hopefully that's just what they're doing going forward, and honestly they can re-release a lot of them, and I'd be happy with that, because that makes a huge difference, even though you do get a lot of mobility in red. Oh, and one last thing, the only other different bit of aesthetics is the collar, which you've got gold right before the neck, and you don't have that on red, as it's just white. So that's it for aesthetics. Moving right along to accessories, we can right off the bat see that Dino Thunder Blue has a lot of the common beats that you get with all the Lightning Collection figures, with the personal touches that are to be expected. And so we'll go over kind of the common stuff first, and then go into the individualization, starting off with hands. So much like Dino Thunder Red and White, all the hands are the same. So you come with 2 grips, which are the ones that come in the package, or are equipped on the figure in the package, and then we get the kind of signature hand pose of Dino Thunder White, just for all the other figures, which is actually a great looking hand, looks really cool. And then we get the claw hand. So really cool hands. It would be awesome to get those without the triangles on the back for other figures, though. I mean, for Dino Thunder White, you get those will kind of blend in on the other more white gloved Rangers. Beyond that, we get the sword, same one that came with Dino Thunder Red and fully painted up, just as it was with Dino Thunder Red, and same with the blaster. And after that, we get to the effect piece, which is different. This is kind of a new spark effect, which I like more than the original spark effect that was coming with most of the Lightning Collection figures. And with Dino Thunder, we have been consistently getting the signature weapons, which is nice. So we get the Tricera Shield. Cool thing about the Tricera Shield is that not only does it clip onto his arm, as it should, but you get this movable piece. I like that Hasbro's been doing a lot of this more interactive accessories, as opposed to just stuff that just kind of sits there and is one big hunk of plastic that might or might not be painted. And then finally, we get the civilian head, and really fantastic likeness of actor Kevin Duhaney. they really have started nailing the civilian heads and using the capture technology really to its full potential, which is great to see. Going into articulation, we get all the same beats that we get with the rest of the Lightning collection, with the augmentations that the higher neck will allow, and again, the different body type that they've been using for Dino Thunder. So let's get into it. Again, because of that higher head, we get to completely bury the chin with this one. You get a whole lot of up in terms of the look reach. Not really any tilt, but that's to be expected with the ball hinge that they use. Moving down the shoulders, we get our really generous butterfly, and then arms come up just past the normal point, so we get almost more of a Y pose. We get our bicep cut, double jointed elbows that come all the way in, and then we get our swivel and hinge at the wrist. We get our ball joint at the diaphragm, so we can tilt side to side, we can come all the way around, we can twist all the way around. Our standard ab crunch. So into it, trying not to like get into the belt here. There we go. So I get some really good crunch. And crazy far back. And bring it down the legs. Got splits for days. Not quite a full split, but I mean, that's absolutely all you need. As you saw with the high kick I had him in initially. We get our thigh cut. The hips on mine are a little loose. There we go. So you get your thigh cut, double jointed knees, coming pretty far up. You get your boot cut, so you get that. You get your toe point, complete point, little bit of forward, not too much. And then rocker, going all the way pretty much horizontal. So again, you can just get fantastic poses, especially the Dino Thunder Rangers. I think they've done a fantastic job with this body type. So that'll do it for articulation. Moving on to some quick size comparisons, we're going to start off with having the Dino Thunder Blue Ranger with the rest of the Dino Thunder team as we have it right now. So we have red and white here. Hopefully Kira and Tommy aren't too far behind. It'd be great if we had them by the end of the year, because then we get another full team together. For my personal wish list, I would love to see Mesagog before the end of the year, but I'm not going to hold my breath on that. So there we go for that. And then we'll move on to the requisite Marvel Legends. Didn't think Daredevil was going to stand there. Moving them off the side, and then let's look at some imports. So let's look at the tall end of the scale. So we'll look at a Storm Collectibles Reptile, and then look at Dino Charge Red from the SH Figure Arts line, which unfortunately is not still going. Kind of wish it was. And then let's look at Zartan from the G.I. Joe line, and me as an articulated icon. And finally, let's look at it next to some monsters, because that's what you're going to be taking pictures of Dino Thunder, well, with Power Rangers. So first looking at King Sphinx from the Lightning collection, and then if you want to do some mixing up, which is always fun, let's look at a NECA Xenomorph. And that does it for size comparisons. So, final thoughts on Dino Thunder Blue. I love it. I like that the Lightning collection is continuing to improve, both with minor things like the head height and paint apps and stuff like that. And I mean, while they're not consistent, they are trying, and it shows. And there's definitely effort being put into it. So it's part of one of the things that kind of keeps me collecting the line. And I hope like a lot of people stick with it, because I think they can do really great things with it, especially continuing at the trajectory they are on. Not only that, but I love that my favorite season is getting like some of the better bucks and just like really great like top of the line figures, kind of literally and figuratively. Not only that, but Ethan was my favorite character in Dino Thunder, so I love that they're doing him justice. So definitely pick it up if you see it. Like I said, it should be, I think 2 or 3 per case, so it should not be hard to find out in the wild. I found mine, so I was able to cancel my pre-order, though I am going to put up links for probably Big Bad Toy Store and Entertainment Earth where you can currently pre-order it. I don't think they've gotten them in just quite yet. So with that being said, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate every one of you, especially if you made it this far through the video. And if you have, please consider hitting the subscribe button, because I'm trying to get to 50 by end of the year, and I think that's doable. Apparently I need 1,000 to get to where I can actually get a real URL, so that's a long way off. But I mean, everybody that subscribes, I truly, from the bottom of my heart, appreciate it. And in addition to that, liking and commenting and any other sort of interactivity definitely helps. I want to get to know you if you're watching my channel, and you know, I want to be more of a face, even though I don't show my face a lot on this channel, but I will start doing that. So thank you so much for watching. Please take care of yourself, and I will catch you in the next video. Peace.